Hey guys, welcome back to Our Zen Chaos, a little bit of Zen in a world full of chaos. My name is Carrie, and today I'm going to go over what we all love to hate. And that would be the grocery budget. So if your family is anything like me, you're either really strict and really good on your budget, or it completely flies out the window and you just spend a ridiculous amount of money and then feel guilty about it for like the next 2 months. So lately, because we are trying to save up for buying a house and we have a new baby coming and all of that, lots of expenses coming our way. So because of all of those expenses, we have been on a very strict budget the past few months. And that includes our eating out as well as our groceries and like everything else. But specifically today, I wanted to talk about the grocery budget because it has been the biggest weight off my shoulders to have a grocery budget and to actually be able to fit into that budget pretty easily. I wanted to first go over the top 4 mistakes that I was making and that some of you might be making when it comes to your grocery budget, and then I will show you what all I was able to buy this week. So I'll show you what we were able to buy within our budget, even much less than our budget actually, for a family of 4, as well as being a pregnant mama, and show you the meal plan that I'm planning on using for all of that food. So let's go ahead and get into the top mistakes you might be making that I was definitely making. So number 1, and you will hear this every single time you look up budget or meal planning or any of that, you will hear this, and that is not having a plan. So plans include not just meal plans, but also going to the store with a grocery list, either digitally or on paper. And then having a plan also includes knowing what your budget should be. So I follow someone on YouTube. I believe her channel is Fun, Cheap, or Free, or Free, Fun, and Cheap, something like that. I will link it down below. But she's like a budget guru, and she has like a family of like 7, 8 that she's taking care of. So she knows how to budget for a super large family. I'm just budgeting for 4 right now, and then we'll be budgeting for 5. So right now I feel like I have it pretty easy compared to what she's doing. And I really like her idea. Basically what she says is $100 per person in your family per month. So for my family of 4 right now, that means I spend $400 a month on groceries and consumables like toilet paper and dishwashing detergent and laundry detergent and all of that. $400 for all of that. So that brings me to number 2, which is not building off of what you already have. So often I would, hold on, I gotta open a bag of chips. So often I would make a meal plan and I would not look at all in my pantry. I would not look at all in my freezer or in my fridge. I would just be like, oh, this sounds good, I want to make this. And then I would go and buy all of the things that were listed on there, aside from like random condiments like ketchup or whatever that I already had. But I wouldn't look to see if I had beans or if I had like a meat that I could substitute or like a vegetarian option that I could substitute. I wouldn't even try to substitute. I would just go and buy those things. And that adds up when you're doing that every single week and you just have the stuff sitting in your pantry and in your freezer that you're not using. So it's better to go through, see what you have in your freezer, see what you have in your pantry, and make meal plans off of that. Just type it in, be like, I got this, I got this, I got this. What recipe can I make from that Google? And it will be like, boom, here you go. And then you could just buy the few things that you don't have instead. So build off of what you already have in your pantry, in your freezer, in your fridge. You're welcome. Number 3 mistake, brand loyalty or store loyalty. These brands do not care about you. These stores do not care about your budget. It's not in their like problems. They want to make money. So the store and the brands that you buy do not care about your budget, and quite honestly, a lot of the times the stuff that goes into the brand name bottles and cans are going into the store brand bottles and cans. Sometimes they taste different, but most of the time not really. Depending on like how you like to shop, because I used to be a complete grocery snob and I would only shop at Whole Foods, Sprouts, and Costco. Those were the 3 stores. My budget was out of control. And I'm sure you've heard that before, that there's no reason to be loyal to a brand or loyal to a store. I really still love Costco because they have great return policies. They have really great quality foods. They have a ton of organic and gluten-free and things like that for people who really want to eat that way, and it makes it affordable. So I'm still a fan of Costco, but because I have not become a pro yet with my budget, I am taking a little Costco break for a little while until I can get to the point where I can go and spend $200, which is half of my month's budget, and know exactly what I'm getting so that I can use the other $200 just to fill in the cracks between like what I got in bulk at Costco, because we were spending way too much money at Costco. The last mistake that I can say that most people are doing is not shopping the ads. Every week you're gonna get an ad sent to your mailbox, and usually what I would do is pick it up, walk it to the recycling bin, throw it in the recycling bin, because what do I need to look at this for? But once I started looking at them, I was surprised at how much money I was able to save at grocery stores that typically I would spend much more than what I thought I would. You know what I mean? So like in the grocery haul you're going to see that I did it at my local Randall's, and I would usually never shop at Randall's because their produce is super expensive usually. I just felt like if their produce was that expensive, their meat was going to be expensive, and I was just like turned off to the idea because every time I went there I spent a lot more than what I thought I should be spending. So shopping the ads is super important for you to be able to get the best deals and for you to be able to make a meal plan that's going to fit within your budget. So those are my 4 tips that everyone should be following in order to kind of get on the right track to having a good grocery budget, and just knowing what your budget should be is, I think, the first step, and then taking these next steps to actually be able to fit everything in there. Like I said, our budget is $400 a month, which is $100 a week, and it resets every Sunday. What I'm gonna do is show you my grocery haul for the week. It was right about $82 and some change, so I still have like 18 bucks left, which is great because we need toilet paper and toothpaste and dishwashing soap. So I'll be able to easily put those 3 things in my budget and go get them for that like $17, $18. And then I start over again in a few days on Sunday. So let's go ahead and get to the haul. All right, y'all, the lighting is a little off because it is pouring down rain outside, so it is basically pitch black outside even though it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is the first half of my order. This is from Randall's, and this is what we had delivered. So this half of my weekly groceries was, I have it right here, was $52.16. You can see that. So all of this that you see, $52.16. So as I stated earlier, our budget is $100 a week for our family of 4 and the little one growing down here. So this is what I got, and I'll go over what I'm going to plan on making and everything with this week too. So let's start with the meat. We got boneless, skinless chicken breast. The hot dogs were buy one get one free, so we have one for this week, and then I'll freeze one for later. And then the ground beef was on special too, So we got like 1.5 pounds or so. Oh, just a pound. Perfect. Of ground beef. And then we got some chicken thighs. Then we got some pork chops and some breakfast sausage. So that is the meat that I've bought for this week. We only usually eat about 1 pound of meat a day, and that's usually only at dinner time. So that's that. But this breakfast sausage is actually to make breakfast burritos, which I'll go over. Next is a loaf of bread. This was like on super sale, so it was like $1.50 or something for this guy. I typically try and get like Dave's Killer white bread, but it was like $4 this time, and this one was only $1.50. So I made the substitution. For produce from this store, I don't like to buy produce here because it's always really expensive from this store. But corn, which is all back here, was 10 for $3. And the girls love sweet corn. So I got 10 of those. And then mushrooms are gonna go in our spaghetti, which is, doing this through the camera. So we got 2 pasta sauces and a thing of spaghetti. And then we got cheese sticks because the girls love to snack on those. And then these guys, these Yoplait yogurts, were 12 for $3. But I think I might have missed that sale. I'm not sure. Oh, so they were 12 for $6. So they were 50 cents each. So I missed the sale by 1 day, unfortunately, but that's okay. And these Outshine fruit bars, which are our favorite popsicles, were buy one get one free. So that was an awesome deal. Now, these are our naughty things that I bought. The girls have never had these before in their life, but we are completely out of snacks. And my pregnant craving lately has been Oreos. And then Earl loves Nilla wafers, and all of these were buy 4. Sorry, the kids spilled water earlier, so I have that like mopping up. So these 4 things were buy 4, and you get them for $1.99. So I went ahead and grabbed those. So we'll try them. Usually we do the Annie's bunny crackers and cookies, but I mean, how much better are they than the Teddy Grahams, really? I don't know. I really don't think that's a big deal. And then I have never bought single packs of chips before. Even when Luna was taking her lunch to school, I never have bought them. But this whole pack of like 20 some odd bags was only $5. So I was like, it's like 25 cents per bag of chip, which is pretty good. And since we're on the go a lot this summer, I figured, okay. And it's the last month of summer, so we splurged on some snacky stuff. But yes, so this is what I have so far. And then I have $20 in produce that I still have to buy. And I will add that on in the next clip. Okay, and then here is the second half of my haul, which, as you can tell, is the much healthier half of my haul. So this was a total of $30.04, as I told you yesterday, and the other one was $52.16. So that's like $80.20. So between yesterday and today. So today we went to Sprouts and we got some Granny Smith apples, some cherries, because oh my god, we are obsessed with these right now. A couple bags of carrots because the girls love to snack on those. 3 bags of salads. I just like to buy these salad mixes because I can just open one bag and that will be our salad for the 4 of us one night. And we usually have salad every single night. But we have some stuff left in the fridge. Sorry, I'm out of breath because I just brought in all the groceries. Oh, and baby's pushing on my lungs. Okay. Then we got 6 bananas. We have 2 or 3 that are super duper extra ripe / rotten. So we need to make some banana bread with those. I try not to waste like any food if at all possible. Then I got 3 onions, and then a bunch of peaches, some potatoes, and 4 kiwi, these are not on my list, but Rennie asked for them and they were 2 for $1, so I got 4 of them. And then some zucchini, which are gonna go with the mushrooms for our veggie spaghetti night. And then we got some drinks because we had come from speech therapy. So I got one of these, which is a cherry lime soda. And these were 2 for $5. So I got this one and Luna got a root beer one. And then Rennie got this lemonade. And then also not pictured here is the bag of ice that's in the deep freezer. So that's it. And that's what we're going to eat this week. And as you can tell, it's meat and produce and some snacky stuff. And like, I don't feel like we're missing out on eating anything at all by sticking to a budget. So hopefully this helps. So I did want to show you what my shopping list looked like when I put it together for the haul that you just saw. So, the haul you just saw. So I don't know how well this is going to show up, but basically I had an under $90 goal for this week. Just personally, I was setting that goal. So this was all of the meat that I was hoping to buy and the estimated prices that I thought it was going to be. And then dairy, produce, beer I still haven't picked up because my husband still has beer, so I'm not worried about it. Then things that'll go on the shelf and frozen items. And so I just write all those down with their estimated prices according to the ads and from like what I've previously purchased before and what they've cost. So that was Randall's. And then I have Sprouts on the back here. And I was like, okay, I want these things. And then I had to like edit it. And so I added things to it and I like changed the prices. And then I added Randall's and Sprouts together and I was like, it'll be about $82.50. In actuality, it was $82.20. So I was pretty close in my guesstimation. And that was with getting extra things too. So it probably would have been less than my estimation, which is what you want. And then I put down here also need beer and dishwashing liquid and toilet paper and stuff. So this is just what I do each month or each week. I don't know why I keep saying month. This is what I do each week. And so I write the dates up here that's going to go through, and I put shopping, and then here's my meal plan. So again, the dates up here and meal plan. So this is dinners, which is what I usually plan for first because that's our biggest meal of the day. And usually our dinner is also like our lunch the next day. So I like to have like a really good plan in place for dinners. And so with the food that you saw, what I'm going to be making this week is grilled chicken breast with corn and salad, baked chicken thighs with rice pilaf and broccoli. We have frozen broccoli in the freezer. Veggie spaghetti, which I talked about, with zucchini and mushrooms. Sloppy joes, which we actually had last night, with corn and coleslaw. I actually forgot to make the corn, so we just had sloppy joes with coleslaw. Pan-fried pork chops with mashed potatoes and salad. Hot dogs with baked beans. We already have the baked beans and salad. And then that's our week. And anything we have extra of, which we have extra meat from buying this week that we'll take into next week. So then I'll just build off of those things as well. Then for breakfast, we're going to do yogurt. You saw all the yogurt we got, so we're going to do yogurt with fruit and granola. And then we're also going to do sausage and eggs. And I'll either make those into tacos because we still have some flour tortillas left. And I'll like sprinkle some cheese on them. Or we'll just do sausage, eggs, and pancakes because we have pancake mix. And then for lunch, it's pretty like low key. It's basically leftovers, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, snack lunch, which is grabbing whatever like meats and cheese we have in the fridge and adding like carrots and fruit, and we have some chickpeas up in the cabinet, so I might make some hummus, things like that, just like easy like snack stuff. Sometimes they just want like black beans with rice for lunch, and so we'll have that. So it's pretty easy. Lunch is pretty chill in our house. We don't typically eat big meals for lunch or breakfast. Our big meal is at dinner, and lunch is just kind of like satiating that little bit of hunger that we get in the middle of the day. So that's it. And then really everything else we have, the fruit, the chips you saw, the Teddy Grahams, the carrots. I'm kind of forgetting what else there was in the haul, but all that other stuff is what we snack on. Oh, the cheese sticks. So all of that is snacks for the day if we're feeling hungry, or if we missed a meal because we were going, then we have those snacks around too. So we are not at all limited in what we're eating. We're not starving by any means by having a budget. We're not eating completely unhealthy because we're eating nothing but processed food. You saw all the produce that we're eating. You saw all the fresh meat that we're eating. Really the only processed foods were the snacks, and we limit those throughout the day. So I mean, really, you can eat healthy and well on a budget without a problem. So I hope this helped. If you have any questions, please leave them down for me in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions or advice, because you're like a super budgeting pro, I would love to also hear it, because I'm still a newbie. And yeah, if you want more information about the budget that I was talking about, you can check out the YouTube page that I linked below. I believe it's Fun Free or Cheap. I'm pretty certain. My child is bringing me a tomato. I don't know why. Toddlers. So you can definitely check her out. I'll link her channel below. I hope this was educational and that you learned something, and that this will help you going forward. And I will talk to y'all next time. Okay, bye.